Good morning, my name's Steve, I'm the British Railroader and welcome to my model railway room. And today we've got what I suppose could be said is the first proper update for Brooklyn Park, now that it's got a name. So just a very quick update, just a couple of things just to show you. The first thing is, as you know, I got a, I think you can see it behind me, a Brooklyn Park station sign made up when I decided on the name, but I also got a street name as well. And what's going to happen is at some point I'm going to build a fascia just around the edge of the layout, probably paint it either dark green or black, and I'm going to mount these on there so we know exactly where we are. So that's the first update. The second update is going to be on the actual layout. But I thought just before we start that, I just want to do a quick shout out. As I mentioned, I think last time, there is the Basildon Model Railway Club exhibition next weekend. I think you can see that quite nicely on there. It's being held at the, I think it's the Wick Community Centre in Wickford here in Essex. 10 till 5. It should be a good show. They're normally put on quite a good show, the Basildon Bunch. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be there. And obviously I will be making a video for those that can't go. So we'll just move over to the layout and we'll do today's update. Okay, so today the main update is basically back here where we've got the new embankment section that I've been working on. As you can see, it's now been painted, basically weathered. There's a few bits and pieces I want to add, and I've started adding some graffiti. Now this hasn't quite worked out as well as I would have liked. I did have some graffiti transfers which I used before, but unfortunately I just can't find them. So what I did was I went online and I went to Scale Scenes, who I've got, they do print your own building kits, etc. Really good stuff. And they do a set of graffiti which you then print up on clear transfer paper, which is what I did, and we've got it over here. And they look great, but the problem is as soon as you take them off of this transfer paper and put them on something that doesn't have a white background, you just don't get the opacity for the transfers. So I might use a few more of these. I think there's a couple that I could use, but I think I'm going to buy some new ones which already have white behind them. As you can also see, and I've kind of pointed out in various places, if I bring this over the top, I've put a basketball court over the bridge. Now, I had wondered what to do with the bridge because I didn't want to put a building there because it didn't seem quite right and whatever. But I thought, oh, basketball court. Now, this court is too small. It's actually exactly half the size a basketball court should be. And obviously, if you can see, the fences do go quite close to the various court lines, which my friend Paul from Facebook did point out to me. And this is very much a case of me selectively compressing something to fit the scene. Once I've got some people, got the hoops in there and people playing basketball, hopefully it'll just look like a small city basketball court like you see in all the movies and things like that. So it didn't need to be the full size. Now down this end where I've currently got the Brooklyn Park station sign, I haven't yet decided what's going to go on top here. I was thinking maybe some house backs or something similar, or possibly another factory, just a low relief back of a factory. But I'm not sure. But I have thought about in the far corner here is just building up some earthwork against the embankment, so that it kind of looks like that it's embedded into the landscape. One thing I probably mentioned before, but this whole section will be removable. This is something that dear old Boomer advocates, and actually I can understand why, because it just means that I will be able to do work on it a lot easier. But yes, so that's that. The only other thing that I've started thinking about, and just looking at this vast expanse behind the buildings, is putting some kind of back scene in. Now, I don't obviously want to spend a huge amount of money on getting some kind of bespoke back scene with the skyline of New York City in it, but I've got probably 10, 12, about 14 feet here to do. So I've been looking at the ID back scene sky, just to put some cloud in there. Now, I know that I could paint it myself, but I'm not that good an artist. So that's what I've been looking at, and I might see if I can get hold of some of those. I was looking at some yesterday in my local model railway shop. But talking of which, I actually met one of my viewers. Enough of that, I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so there's the update. As I said, I actually met somebody who has watched some of my videos yesterday. It was really weird. I was in John Duckfield's, the model railway shop owned by my friend Ken, in Chelmsford. I'll put the website address below. And was talking to this guy, and he looked at me and said, "Do I recognise you from somewhere?" And it turns out he recognises me from here. So it's nice to know that I've actually, I'm a legend in my own lunchtime. Talking of which, yesterday I also visited my friend Roger, owner of Flair Rail. Again, I will put the website address below. Roger does mainly mail order these days, but it was lovely to see him. I did pick up a second-hand item. In fact, let's show you. I got this, which is perfect for the scrapyard that I'm building. Little bit of tweaking needs to do because this arm just won't stay up, but we can work on that even if I end up gluing it in position. But yeah, so that was my little bargain of the day yesterday. Anyway, that's this week's update. Thank you for watching. As I said, next week I'm at the Basildon Model Railway exhibition, so there'll be a video about that afterwards. But if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, like the person I met yesterday who hadn't actually subscribed to the channel and now has, thank you very, very much. But if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. Subscribing to a channel, it kind of gets me more visible. The more people that subscribe, the more the algorithms in YouTube say, oh, people must like him, and they spread the videos around. So, hitting subscribe is free for you, and it doesn't mean anything to you as such, but it does mean an awful lot to me. So that'd be really great if you could. But anyway, that's it for this week. My name's Steve. I'm the British Railroader, and I'm saying farewell from the Model Railway Room. Goodbye.